So guys, today's topic is going to be the motion before the house is that e-gaming is reviving the mind of youth and hence should be banned. So team 1 is going to speak for the motion and team 2 is going to speak against the motion. Okay. And now I think we should introduce you all guys to our today's judges panel. The first judge is Major General Yash himself. He is going to be the chief guest also. And our second judge is going to be Seema Kapoor Man. She is, I think, from BOCC course, a mentor of BOCC course. So,
very popular mentor on BOCC course. She is
Thank
vice
you so much,
principal,
sir.
vice principal
Thanks,
of a college in Dehradun, and she's been into soft skills, etiquettes, mannerism, psychological counseling, language expert for almost a decade and a half. And she puts in a lot of energy in her classes. So there may be 1 or 2 children of her class here also, I don't know. But she's going to be assisting me in this competition.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Awadh. It's actually a pleasure, listening to children having their views put across, and that too on an online platform. I think it's going to be a different experience for all of us. So wishing everybody all the very best, okay? And just go ahead and give in your best.
and also let me acknowledge you to all that, to the audience, that the teams are prepared and they have also had some type of cooperation among themselves. The topic was actually declared to them last night. And since then, the team were working as a team together. It was the idea of Yash Mosa again, that we should form a team and we should assign a captain to them so that they can also feel that how it is to cooperate in a group. So that is how they have themselves decided the sequence and are going to have a good battle fight. I think word of battle.
So the motto is play with words. He can
play with
and play the game in good
battle
spirit.
with words.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Battle with words and have the guts to say what you feel strongly. And both the teams also, as Awadh said, aim was also to bring in some team spirit, organizational ability, and working on an online platform. And team humne banai hai. So team was as is where is. So you didn't have a choice to pick up whom you wanted. So team was made by YMA, and Awadh was the first one who volunteered to be a intern on this event. So I appreciate the effort he's taking. He himself is an NDA candidate, candidate for the NDA from Sainik School Balachedi. I must tell you, is one of the guys who's been regularly in touch with me, and I see him very often. So I chose him because it's in school mein dekhi hongi debate. So now we are ready. Awadh, whenever you say, we can start.
Just a caution for the audience that please do not disturb while the debate is going on. So please switch your mics off for the smooth conduct of the event. Okay, so we can start, sir.
Yeah, we can start. Who is the first speaker so that I can pin the speaker?
Yes, sir. So today's first speaker is going to be Anushka, and she will be speaking for the motion and representing team 1.
Okay, so Anushka can start. This is Anushka Raj, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Anushka Raj.
Yeah.
Is Anushka facing some network problem or what?
Was there?
Sir, maybe she's not able to hear anything. I got a message from her.
She's part of your team?
Yes, sir. She's part of my team. So I think the second member can go on to speak, and till the time I can contact her, or Pradeep can go afterwards as a backup.
No, for the motion, then you have to get another speaker from your team.
Yes, sir. Pradeep is there.
Yes, sir.
Who's the next?
We can start with Pulkit then. Pulkit can go for the motion.
Okay, sir.
Okay, all the best. Pulkit, start.
Thank you, sir. So, mental health is not a destination, it is a process. It's all about how you drive, not where you are going. A very good afternoon, honorable judges, respected teachers, and my dear friends. This is Pulkit Kumawat in front of you to express my views for the motion. E-gaming is rewiring the brain of the youth and hence should be banned. So let me ask you, everybody here, will you like becoming violent, aggressive, and are you okay if the future of our country is under acute mental disorder? Initially, these online games were introduced for time pass and uh, and were a type of fun activity for children. But now it is going towards a dark side. Online games produce a lot of negative effect on the mental health and the physical development of the children. These games have become by using playing these games, children become prone to many diseases like high blood pressure, eyesight problem, neck and spinal pains, diabetes, and India is also becoming a diabetic capital of the world. Second, obesity. India ranks second in the world in terms of number of obese children in the world. And this playing these online games can cause serious brain damage, learning disorder, headache, and even can lead to migraine. Sorry. And games like Pokemon Go, PUBG, Blue Whale cause mental illness like addiction, anxiety, depression, suicidal risk, and recently WHO World Health Organization has also included gaming disorder as a mental health condition. And these games also playing these games, children become violent and aggressive. There are many cases where children have killed their parents. So now at last, I would like to finish my sentence by saying that it is nonsense and totally nonsense talking about learning skills, encouraging creativity by playing these violent online games, ignoring the health and mental status of our youth. Thank you, everyone. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Okay, thank you, Pulkit, for informing about the dark side of the online gaming and its side effect on the mental health and health of the youth. So next, we'll be moving on with Muskan. Muskan will be representing the team 2, and will be speaking against the motion today. Muskan.
Hi, so this is Team 2, and we accept and we believe and we grow. Progress is impossible without a change, and we need a change. And people who don't change, they do not change anything from their mind. So today, me and my team, we are going to tell you that how e-gaming is becoming a boon for our country. After, if we take and embrace e-gaming, it will improve our self-reliance and we will become more independent. We don't have to depend on the government that they will provide us the jobs. We will find out the job by our own self and even employ people. This thing will improve a lot of interest. It have a lot of interest in e-gaming because, and if it has interest, people will give their heart and soul in it. And also, we have to manipulate our parents because if we see in the earlier stages, Mahendra Singh Dhoni had when say his parents that he wants to play a conventional game. His parents was very insecure that how he will do that. But the thing is that he proved it right. and we will become the medium to prove the e-gaming the best career opportunity. I would definitely say that e-gaming is such a game or such a career opportunity which does not require much money. Although it is we can say that it is a wastage of money in the college spending a lakhs of rupees where you know that the placements are zero. But in e-gaming there are 90 to 50% success chance. And also it give you another chance to become a YouTuber and a part-time worker. It's give you it also gives you the stage of becoming self-reliant in an earlier age. And also I want to say something to the one is that you say that there are just some disadvantages of playing this game. Just tell me one thing, whatever the thing in this world who don't have disadvantages, even humans have some disadvantages. So are you planning to ban even the humans? Are you planning to go to the planet Mars? No, we can't do this, and we have to stay here. I have to find a solution for it. Now I would like to give this opportunity to Mehak to continue. Thank you.
Okay, Muskan, thank you for your valuable points and encouraging the change in the society. It is highly welcomed in the society nowadays that e-gaming is going to be more popular. Now, next in the line is going to be Tapti, who will be representing Team 1 and will be speaking for the motion.
Okay. Shall I start?
Yeah, you can start.
This is Tapti Rawat from the Team 1, who is for the motion of e-gaming that is rewiring the mind of youth, and it should be banned in our country. As a team, you said one thing, the change that should need to be happen. But the change, if it, we all know that it is negative. So it is wise to involve change in our lives. I don't go with this option. Now I come to my point that e-gaming is one of the industry that constituted $198 billion industry, out of which only 1% flourished in our country, 20% in China, and 22% in America. In this way, we are at the economic front, we are depriving this gaming industry. Now coming to the other part, that e-gaming has its negative impact on the physical and psychological need of the people. Now we all know that today's data is the new economy, which is driven by internet, it's oil. And then in this era, every people who is a tech learner know how to use which algorithm to release those dopamine from our mind, and they can use this dopamine hormone in order to rush their factories, and in order to rush and boom their industries. When we start playing gaming, we start with a motive of a stress reliever. But over this kind of time, because of dopamine release in our body, because of the dopamine rush in our body, we caught in a pleasure loop. And in the pleasure loop, we try to seek it for the awards. We try to seek for the achievement, acknowledgement. And nowadays, the top of life thing which started in the games make the people to be aligned to it. And we see the replication of it on our academic life, on social life, and it makes the people to be antisocial. It's not my words, it is in the words of University of California has released a research paper in 2022, which states that in every 10 gamers, every 3 gamers are suffering from this element of addiction to the gaming online platform. Coming to the other part, other piece of this negative side of it is growing inability among the people to differentiate between the virtual and real things. Like we started to develop the kind of thinking like in the gaming world, everything is marvelous, full of actions, adventurous. And we try to seek for this adventure in our real life also. And in seeking these kind of things, either we get hurt our physical health or we hurt our mental health. And having disappointment because of not getting all the adventure and pleasures, we harm our mental health and we continue in this pleasure cycle. Sometimes we also emotionally develop our thinking in this kind of games. Coming to the other aspect, that is violent games. I agree that not all the games, e-games are violent, but according to the government, most of the games that are played by our youths are violent. That include the Call of Duty, BHMI, Battleground. Coming to the other face of it is also that if we need to have a healthy lifestyle, we need to have a healthy mind. And if these kind of games with the help of the dopamine rush, and no scientist can prove this, each of any of the video games does not release the dopamine. This philosophy work on the principle of dopamine release, and when we get caught in the cycle, we cannot get out of it. And if we want to lead a healthy lifestyle, we should need to focus on the holistic development. And in this way, we cannot focus in this industry too much. And the other part is that, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Tapti, for mentioning about the scientific aspect and its impact while youth is playing this e-gaming. We'll be now moving on to the next speaker of the day. Mahek will be speaking against the motion, representing Team 2.
A very good afternoon to everyone. My name is Mahagor and I am representing Team 2 here. And I would like to speak on how online gaming sector can lead to the growth in our economy. So we know the online gaming industry are growing by 20 to 40%, and it is an expecting growth in the coming year also. And if I will talk about particularly our country, India, then there are more than 950 online gaming industries that have been set up. And in the last year, there were more than 1 lakh jobs that were created by the online gaming industries. And in a worldwide manner, if I will talk about according to the some of the international reports, then the size of the online gaming industry is 3 times larger than the film industry. And there are many movies like Avengers, Modern Warfare, and the revenues worldwide goes 1.9 billion dollar, and that leads to the 20% revenue growth in the China, 22% in the USA, and 1% in our 1% in our country, India. You might be having a question that this is only 1%, and we must ban the online gaming. But the recent developments by our government have shown that it should not be banned. As we know, in April 2022, our Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has promoted AVGC, that is aviation, virtual gaming, and the comics. That can be a better step, especially for the professional gamers. They can be graduation and the post graduation in the gaming courses, and then it will lead to the skill development of the gamers. So this step should be promoted in our country. And if I will talk about our country particularly, then we know in our country more than 50% population is consisting 18 to 24 years old. So for them, especially for the artists, online gaming sector can be very helpful, and for the coders also. Like in our country, every second student wants to go for the engineering. So if they will submerge their interest in the online gaming, then it will be very helpful because of the very helpful in the gaming sector because of the data science. And there's one more recent development in our country as MITI, that is Ministry of Electronics and the Information Technology, has been appointed as the nodal agency in the online gaming sector. And under this, there are KYC norms also, that is Know Your Customer norms. So it can be very helpful because it will be working on the financial nature of the online gaming sector. And this will lead to the expecting growth of 20 to 40% in CAGR, that is compound annual growth rate. And last, I would like to say the online gaming industry will be promoting the growth of our economy, and we believe jahan scope hai wahan hope hai. Thank you.
Okay, nicely covered, Mahek. You covered the economic part of online gaming very nicely. Now, I'm sure that opponents must be eager to counter your points. So welcoming the next speaker, going to speak for the motion, is going to be Prerit from Team 1.
So, am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Previously, we used to say that our youth of this country require 3 things: roti, kapda, and makan. But nowadays, they require one more thing, that is video games and e-gaming. With this, let me start. Good afternoon, everyone. Dear jury, my dear friends, and my worthy opponents. I, Prerit Wagmare, in front of you all for speaking for the motion on the respective topic, e-gaming rewiring the minds of the youth, hence it must be banned. So let me start by agreeing with my worthy opponents that yes, by the introduction of the e-gaming, it has changed the world a lot by providing the employment. To whom they are providing the employment? To the cyber criminals. Just by sending the links on the e-games, our innocent children click on it and their personal information and their bank account get empty. So yes, it is very beneficial for the cyber criminals. Second point, my worthy opponent will say that, one of my worthy opponents say that it is very beneficial for earning the money for the youth. No, the answer is a very big no, because it is beneficial for the gaming companies. Because as we see, in my opinion, my worthy opponent don't read newspapers, because in every day we read that small children 10 to 15 years, they spend thousands and lakhs of money to buy the useless and virtualized weapons just unknown to their parents and waste their money. So the youth is earning the money, but not our common people. And it is, and my worthy opponents also said that it is very good for the mind. It is improving the memory, it is improving the skills. But as our Major General Yash sir said that a healthy mind stays in a healthy body. If you don't go outside, if you don't play games, so if you get obesity, if your arm get injured, if you get a sleep disorder, what will you do with that golden mind, my friend? So in my opinion, going outside is much more important as playing the games. It is not impacting physically also, it is impacting the psychologically also, because as you know that the games like Blue Whale, PUBG, the Free Fire, the Pokemon Go, because of these games many youths have attempted the suicide attempts. So it is not a very good thing in my opinion. The games like Rummy, poker have because of these games the family have faces the financial losses. Because of this, they have attempted the crimes, they have attempted theft, and even they have attempted the suicide. Because of these things only, the governments like the government of Karnataka, Tamil Nadu have banned these games, and PUBG and Free Fire have banned in India. At last, my conclusion is that only before introducing, there must be a committee. There is not law and order in India for the gaming industry. Just by introducing the law and order, by making committee, by making the KYC for the players, and by limiting the amount of the spending money on the games, just after that the games must be introduced just by the authority of the central of government or the committee. Thank you, and thank you very much, sir. Thank you, everyone.
Very well spoken. You have rightly mentioned the side effects and the negative aspects of the e-gaming in the society, how youth is diverging away from the main road. So now to counter you, let's call upon Pulkesh, who will be speaking against the motion today, representing team 2.
Am I audible, sir?
Yeah.
So, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Online gaming is transforming the world. With this lead, I am a proud member of Team 2, and today I am ready to have discussion on the topic: should online gaming be banned or not? Of course not, because online gaming has become an integral part of a person's life, due to which the person is not using for pleasure, but also using for developing skills, for developing coordination, for developing cooperation. But in the world, few people think that online gaming should be banned. I think it is because of their narrow mindset, because they are not able to identify which things need to ban and which things shouldn't be banned. So in the coming few minutes, I will be talking about the futuristic views regarding the online gaming. So as we all know that the year of 2023 is also known as the year of AI, artificial intelligence, because of the evolution of ChatGPT in the particular year itself. And we have seen that AI is basically known as the technology of future. So combination of AI along with the online gaming will reach at that level where corruption and crimes wouldn't be possible. And apart from this, we can also take the example of blockchain technology, because we have seen to preserve the data and to preserve the money, blockchain technology is regarded as the best technology. So the data of person would be secured by attempting these types of technologies. And as we all know that the newly generated virtual reality as well as augmented reality are coming, and which will completely transform the gaming sector, and it will increase the 3-4% directly. There would be 3-4% directly jump in the revenue amount of online gaming. Now let's talk about what are the challenges for India in the terms of online gaming. So as we all know that India is the country with the largest youth population and is also the 5th largest economy, but still it only constitutes 1% of the revenue of total online gaming, while its strategic rival China constitutes 22% of the online gaming. And apart from this, we can clearly see that it is also a strategic loss for India. And it is a strategic loss for India. And now let's know some of the futuristic views we need to take to improve the online gaming. First, according to me, I think firstly we need to implement the data protection bill, which was recently introduced. It is, we can say, a milestone bill. But if we do not implement the data protection bill, then it would be just a piece of paper which is of no use. And second thing, I think we need to improve the taxation. Like we have seen that Chinese companies are introducing new games. But if we apply a huge amount of tax, then there would be a direct benefit to India and disadvantage to China. And at the end of my speech, I would like to say one thing, that in today's world, online gaming is not just a hobby, but it is a logical career. And we shouldn't compare it with the athletes, because the athlete requires same skills, same practice, and same, we can say the attitude which is required to become online gamer. And at the end, I would like to say one thing, that we all team reads newspaper and also checks Yashmor sir's newspaper analysis.
Thank you, Pulkesh, for giving your views about futuristic aspects of online gaming. And I'm sure the opposing team will also look into the aspect. Now, let's welcome Rahul, who is the team leader of Team 1, who will be speaking for the motion today.
Good evening, everyone. Myself, Rahul Singh, and today I would be speaking for the motion. As we know that time is moving forward, with moving time, everything around us is developing, whether it is game or any other thing. But in the olden days, when children were playing in parks, they used to play gilli danda and various other sports. But with developing time, these sports fields have been taken over by computer screens and the games have been taken over by e-games. So according to research done by various universities, these e-games have a very deadly impact on the futuristic goals of a person and also in his well-being and the personality of a person. So let's talk about concentration levels. When an e-gamer is playing a game, he's very concentrated, very focused. But when he's not playing the game and doing outdoor activities, or he's writing a book, or he's doing his homework, he's not very concentrated because his mind is wandering to the places like what should be my next skill in the game, what should be my next strategy. And if we talk about sleeping patterns, these e-gamers go to sleep like 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, and they wake up at 11, 12 on the next day. And they waste the major part of the day investing their time in these games. So they are not able to utilize their day. They cannot get the best out of the most productive part of the day, that is the morning and the afternoon. And the second thing is that these e-gamers are isolated to one corner of the room. They would be sitting in the one corner using their laptops, using their computers to play the game. But they don't understand that when they go to a field or when they talk to people, they cannot talk to them because they are not comfortable, because they don't know how to involve in group dynamics. They don't know how to talk to people. Their communication skills is zero. So they might be good with their hands, typing something and playing the game, but they're not good with their speaking abilities and coordinating with the group. And I think these skill sets are very important for future goals and in every other field in today's world. And secondly, if I say these things also have impact on your health. If we talk about obesity level, every person who is playing this game is not making any physical movement, and he's just eating food and various junk foods, and he's getting fat and gaining weight, due to which he's not able to understand that he's getting obese and he can catch any other disease like diabetes. And secondly, eyes. We see kids 6 to 7-year-old, they get eyes and they're walking everywhere with eyes, with goggles, and they cannot see properly, which is a major concern for a country like India, where we have people who like to play games, who like to invest their time in the park and who like to develop their physical abilities. We had gym khanas, we had various other playing areas where children used to go and learn the skills. And I would also like to say at the end that if we do not ban this game now, this game have the potential to ban our future growth, because this is India, this is our generation, we should live it and we should make best out of it by utilizing our time and building pillars of communication, hard work, and our personality. Thank you and have a nice day.
Okay, thank you, Rahul, for mentioning about how this e-gaming is changing the social life of the youth nowadays, that how they are losing the concentration power of this thing. So let's move on to the next speaker of Team 2. He will be Aman, who will be speaking against the motion.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Myself, Aman Kumar, and today I'm going to talk about that how e-gaming and esports has helped us to explore a new, different kind of world. So first of all, in this meeting, if anyone is indulged in any kind of esports or e-gaming, then he or she might relate to my points, as I'm going to say. So let's start. So like if you are playing a game or if you are in a game, like for instance, let's take example, COD, Call of Duty Modern Warfare. So when you're playing game like COD or Free Fire, you are playing a multiplayer game. So you are in a team. So it enables us to, it enhances our teamwork ability, our ability to work in a team. And as it is well said, the teamwork divides the task and doubles the success. So I think by playing game like COD and Free Fire in a team, it enables us to, it enhances our teamwork capabilities. And I think it is a very fundamental thing which has to be implemented in our life. Second thing also, by playing these games like COD and Free Fire, it rather enhances our focus and our concentration capability. Because when you're playing games like COD and Free Fire, the enemy can open his fire at any moment. And at that type of situation, you have to be super attentive at that period of time. Because in that period of time, he can open his fire at any time and you'll be killed, get killed. Also, it gives us with a lot of mental exercise. Just like we do maths, we do complex calculations. In games also, we do a lot of missions. And by doing them, we first of all, we get a sense of achievement. That is very helpful in our life also. And also it brings us with some mental exercise. So we can say that it helps us to make our decision-making policy with better, and also our presence of mind. And not just it works out in the game, but it also works out in a real life scenario. For example, like if a person is driving a car, or suddenly a boy playing football comes in front of the car, then a person who is a gamer who play e-games and e-sports, then he might have super attention to that. He might have presence of mind, and at that period of time, as soon as he get sight of that boy, he will hit the brake. I'm not saying that if a person who is a non-gamer will not do so, he will certainly do so, but there will be a time gap. And in situations and crucial situations like that, even a millisecond can save many lives. And if someone asked me that how e-games and esports has affected my life, then I can proudly say that I have learned driving a real car by playing e-games. So it was back in when I was in class 10th, so it was lockdown time. So I started playing a game called Dr. Driving. You must have heard of it. So it enables me to handle the steering, the wheel, and also in reality, when I got the chance, when I was with my father in the car in the open field, I asked my father to let me drive. And when I really tried it, so it really enhanced me, and it really worked out at that period of time. But the thing which I like most about e-gaming, that it has enabled some persons with some disabilities, some physical challenges. It had enabled those person, because e-gaming with the equipments like simulators and VFX, it has helped those person to enjoy real life activities like playing cricket, playing football, even swimming, and all these things. And last, I want to say that if you see a boy playing PUBG Mobile in this mobile, don't say that he's an addict, but a skill gamer. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Aman, for sharing your experience with us and how e-gaming can help to improve the hand and mind coordination in the youth. It's really a very nice point. Now we'll be moving to the next speaker for the motion will be Anushka, and the last one for the team one. Anushka.
Good afternoon, everyone. So I would like to first ask you that which was the best game you have played in your childhood? Like, I think from my childhood, I remember the best game was not letting the balloon touch the floor. 91% of kids aged 2 to 17 are playing video games. The question before us today is whether these concerns are valid and whether a ban on e-gaming is necessary to protect the well-being of young people. Welcome to this debate on the topic of e-gaming and its potential impact on the developing brains of young people. The motion before us today is that e-gaming is rewiring the brain of the youth and hence should be banned. As we all know, e-gaming has become increasingly popular among people in recent years, but there are growing concerns about the potential negative effects on their developing brains and overall well-being. Firstly, research has shown that excessive e-gaming can have negative consequences on the developing brains of young people. It can lead to addiction, sleep deprivation, and social isolation, which can have long-term effects on mental health and well-being. Additionally, the constant stimulation of the brain through e-gaming can cause changes in neural pathways, leading to a decrease in attention and an increase in impulsivity. Secondly, e-gaming can be highly addictive and can lead to the neglect of other important activities such as schoolwork, physical activity, and socialization. This can have long-term consequences on academic and social development, leading to the decreased academic performance and social skills of a child. Thirdly, a ban on e-gaming could be necessary to protect vulnerable populations such as children and adolescents from the negative effects of excessive gaming. It could also help to address issues related to the gaming industry, such as exploitative microtransactions and loot boxes, which can have negative effects on young people's financial well-being. In conclusion, while there are arguments against a ban on e-gaming, there are valid concerns about the potential negative effects of excessive gaming on young people's developing brains and well-being. A ban on e-gaming could be necessary to step to protect vulnerable populations and address issues related to the gaming industry. Last but not the least, I would like to say that I am thankful that my childhood passed when technology did not overlap it. Thank you.
Thank you, Anushka, for mentioning about the childhood games also, which we miss a lot nowadays after the introduction of e-gaming. Now I would like to call upon the last but not the least speaker, captain of team 2, Kanishk Kashyap, who is going to be the last speaker of this debate and going to speak against the motion. Kanishk.
Thank you, Awadh, for giving this opportunity to me. Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, sir. And I would be representing my team against this motion of this topic. So what is e-gaming? E-gaming is a game which is played online with the help of PCs and laptops and mobile phones, certainly with mobile phones. So what are the advantages of this e-games? So it is connecting us socially. For example, a person which is sitting in India can connect with a person sitting in Australia or America or in China and can exchange their thoughts. And even language is not a barrier. They can communicate in English. So it is a positive aspect. Secondly, it enhances our eye and hand coordination. A study shows that a surgeon who plays a regularly game up to 1 or 2 hours, he or she can commit 30% less mistake while doing surgery. So you can imagine what is the plus point of playing e-games. It enhances our hand and eye coordinations. Thirdly, this e-gaming is just creating a new domain of e-sports where we can represent our country, our nation at international levels. As you can see that in 2007, that Asian Indoor Games, this e-games is acknowledged as a medal-winning competition. It is taken as that e-gaming has taken as a medal-winning, taken as a game in which you can win medals. Even Olympic organizations in 2018, International Olympic Committee has recognized e-gaming as a developing game which is getting popular in the people, which will be the future domain. So we can see that this online e-gaming is just creating a new scope through which we can represent our country. Even a person who has physical disabilities, differentially abled person can play this e-game. There is no physical barrier in playing this e-game. He or she can easily represent his or her country by playing e-sports. Recently in 2018 Winter Olympics in South Korea, the e-gaming sport person had taken part in the rally, the torch rally of that Winter Olympics. So this is just creating a new domain through which you can represent your country at international levels. And I'm sure that in future, this would be added in this Olympics and other Asian Games. This can be a future domain of sport. Thank you. And one more thing I would like to, okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Kanishk, for letting us know about the potential that e-gaming is having in the future, and also about the mindset of Olympics and how are they going to include the e-gaming or not. So this is all from all the participants we have heard, and the major thing that we are missing today is the applause from the audience, which is not there actually, which is always there in the offline.
Yeah, what we can do is we can give them a everybody can clap, put on your mic and everyone can clap. This was and we'll give you time now so that you can formulate your interjections. I'd like to get Seema ma'am in to share her first thoughts, not to but how has she unko kaisa laga hai abhi tak ka ye debate? So what are your thoughts, Seema?
Yes, actually, I think with the limited time these students had, a huge amount of effort has been put, and I've identified that they've researched well. A lot of the participants picked up statistical data also. It was quoted very well. one of the points very well quoted by Kanishk was about the differently abled, which if we talk about the concept of e-gaming, we would just not think of it. हम सोचेंगे कि ये सबसे worst activity है, but the way he's picked it up, it can also be as an employment opportunity for them, since they are differently abled. Also, the way Aman put across his speech, his point, it was all practical. Like whatever he's been through with, the way he said he's learned, through the stimulator, he learned driving. So I think, sir, it's all in all, I think it's a great opportunity for them, and nothing can be more rewarding than this. Like, a lot of them are from the BOCC program or any of our YMA's other program. So this is the biggest reward you can get for whatever skill set you've learned. A few things here and there, of course, because we are still on the learning path, but otherwise, very well researched, very well organized, and I think Awad's role is actually commendable. The way he's hosting it, it looks like we're sitting on a live, amongst a live audience and watching it. Like it's actually physically happening, and very well organized, Awad. I think the way you're putting it across is what is captivating the audience more. And for the participants, it's a brilliant effort. I think each one of them is a winner, if you ask me. And even when I'm marking them, sir, I think it's a very thin line of difference.
Very thin line. Yeah,
yes.
Very thin line.
Yes.
Marking we'll see once we see now an impromptu interjection, and we'll see how they can come up with logic. Because finally, we need people who can think quickly and logically and articulate in a proper manner.
Right.
So I had few issues. I don't know, some of them I can bring it here. Some later maybe on the topic per se. I wanted somebody to say why ban. I wanted somebody to say, I purposely put this word ban. But this didn't come out. Young generation should be against banning anything. The word banning, you can't ban a book, you can't ban a movie, you can't ban somebody. So it's an industry, and technology has brought it. पहले भी शतरंज के खिलाड़ी पिक्चर अगर आप देखो तो पूरा देश जल रहा था, उनका साम्राज्य खत्म हो रहा था, वो कहते हैं चलो खंडरों में जाके शतरंज खेलते हैं. So this is human mind. ये कोई नई चीज नहीं है. Human mind has been addicted to games from times immemorial. Chess. And we associated that people who play these games are soft, obese. No. If Vishwanathan Anand and many chess champions have physical trainers with them, mind trainers with them. So serious e-gaming है, e-sports, जिसका बाद में कनिष्क ने जिक्र किया, अमन ने जिक्र किया, simulators का जिक्र किया. Forces के अंदर, today we can't fire missiles to train pilots. Each missile costs, anti-tank missile costs more than 10-20 lakhs. A missile which a fighter aircraft fires costs probably a couple of crores. So we got to train them on simulators. And when we were getting trained to train our missile pilot gunners, when we were becoming mechanized, we officially bought video games. We officially bought video games, and we used to train people to play video games so that to check hand-eye coordination. Because the moment you launch a missile, you got to, keep that the cross and the missiles, that red ball into that cross. So it required little skill. So it's not easy, while yes, the pitfalls of obesity, addiction, loss of money, loss of sleep, rewiring of brain, these are there. There's no doubt. So responsibly, how we can, use this, but it's an industry and generating income. And it's generating income, it's generating jobs. There's no doubt. So if that is okay, now Awad, you can take on. Now again, you can come up and take the next part forward.
Yes, sir. Okay, so moving on to the next part. Now we will be having interjection round for 10 minutes for each team. So first of all, I would like to invite team 1 for the interjection round. They can openly discuss about the topic.
मेरे एक काबिल दोस्त मुस्कान ने कहा था कि कैसे ई गेमिंग के द्वारा हम पैसे जनरेट कर सकते हैं और इसमें हमारे को गवर्नमेंट की जरूरत नहीं है। तो मैं अपने काबिल दोस्त से ये पूछना चाहूंगा कि बिना गवर्नमेंट के वो ई गेमिंग को सेटअप कैसे करेंगे, क्योंकि आज के जमाने में किसी भी चीज को चलाने के लिए हमारे को गाइडलाइंस एंड रूल्स चाहिए। जैसे हमारे पास फीफा है, जैसे हमारे अदर स्पोर्ट्स के लिए हमारे पास इंडस्ट्रीज है, गवर्नमेंट बॉडीज है। तो उसको चलाने के लिए बिना गवर्नमेंट के उसे कैसे सेटअप करेंगी और कैसे रन करेंगी, इसके बारे में मैं उनसे जानना चाहूंगा। एंड यही मेरा उनसे सवाल रहेगा।
I think okay. I think you didn't listen me carefully. I said that we don't require to rely on the government for the job, that they will give us vacancies and then we fill that forms and then we get job in a government job. I was saying this thing. I didn't say that we don't require a government for anything.
No, you said in
interjection,
between.
Rahul, interjection should not be personal. You raise issues which your team has raised, which they have not been able to reply.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, raise issues, bigger issues, which तुम लोगों ने जो बात की, जो for the motion थे, इनसे पूछो, not one by one. You can ask, don't name anyone. You just ask the bench. Now you are sitting like you are in parliament. 4 people are now anyone. It's up to the team leader to nominate somebody to ask. A particular.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. I'll do that.
One question. 2 questions are there. First one is related to the employment and second one is related to the government. So employment, as you are saying that the online games provide the employment to the youth. So if one of the games like PUBG and Free Fire is banned, so those people who are playing them got unemployed, and it is not necessary that if one player is good in PUBG, it would be good in another game. So automatically he get unemployed. Second point in which I want to say that one of my worthy opponents said that government is supporting the virtual games. So if they are supporting the virtual game, then why the government have put GST of 28% on the virtual games? This is the highest GST rate on which the tobacco, liquor, and gutka are appointed. So if they support them, why they have put the GST of 28%?
Like to answer this question. Sorry, I can't pronounce your name. Preet, right? Okay. Then we can see here that game requires certain skills. For example, coordination of hands, your eyes, and all. By all this coordination, even you can play PUBG and even you can play Free Fire. Thus, it requires certain skills. If you fulfill that certain parameters, you can easily play any type of game, whether it is PUBG or whether it is a car race or anything. It just need hand and eye coordination. Secondly, you had raised that why government is raising the tax. As you know, the gaming sector is developing more and more. So it is a good opportunity for government to generate revenue and taxes from that. That is why government is increasing this taxation, and it is good for our country. This will create, increase our revenue, and we can put that revenue in our development of our countries.
And I have one
saying that by putting the taxes on the liquor and tobacco, the government is promoting that.
No, actually, by putting taxation, government wants to generate revenues.
But
that is the main matter.
But you said that they are promoting them. That's my point.
Even government is promoting them. Even foreign, if government will promote it, foreign investment will come to our country. This will be helpful for us. For example, different Chinese foreign investment had come to our country. Then other developed countries, gaming companies would put foreign investment to our country, because India is the youth population of India is very large. मतलब बहुत ज़्यादा youth population हमारे पास 18 to 20, 30 age वाला. So this population is totally engaged in this game. So it
GST is only on winnings. By the way, GST is only on games where you win money. So 30%, 28% you deposit. So it's on lotteries. It is on all kind of e-games. If you're making money, uspe hai. Otherwise, playing pe koi GST. Yeah, anyone else, don't stick to one issue. Yeah. Awadh, it's your job. Don't make, yeah.
Yes,
The next issue is that the opponent panel said one thing. Like one of the opponents saying that the gaming industry does not require much money to settle it up. But I think, in my opinion, if you are looking at the gaming industry as a career, you need PC, you need consoles. If you want to play and want to stream it on the platforms, and if you are saying that it doesn't require much money, then PC costs too high cost, then we cannot look it as a career which does not require money and it could be a soft piece. And the second issue is that what the one of the opponents says uh, of the total industry that constitutes 198 billion, 1% is in India. But we are focusing, but 1% in India because of the only one reason that we are still are the participators. We are not conductors of the tournaments. We are not the conductors of any of the tournament that could be organized. We still participate in it without any regulation. Government passed the law of esports in 2022, but when I read the paper, there is no definition regarding what they mean by esports. Still, there is vagueness about the esports. They are not clear about what they mean by game of skill and game of chance. They are still a debate between a Supreme Court and state government. They have not cleared this idea, and when it is not clear about this, we cannot flourish this industry to a higher level.
I have the answer for this, Prapti. As you said that your first point was that PCs and building PCs are very expensive, are very cost effective. So I could say that there are a lot of examples out there, like YouTubers, like you may have heard of Carrie Minati, Harsh Benial, and different big YouTubers having more than 10 million subscribers. So they have started from very base level. They had started from their phones. You can take example of Techno Gamers. He's having around 30 million subscribers, and having 30 million subscribers, he has started from a base level, from playing games in phone with his brother. And while playing, he just uploaded on YouTube. And slowly and gradually it started, and it raised a lot. And after he started raising money, he first of all supported his family, and then obviously he started buying a lot of different digital games, graphic cards, expensive things, and all this stuff. So I don't agree on your point that you're saying that if you want to build and if you want to become a skilled gamer, you need some specification. No, we can even hand this in this 10K phone, in this 10,000 rupees of phone, we can easily start. You just need to have an internet and internet connection and a phone. Your second point was that India is not conducting. So recently we have the example, the Playground. There is a reality show that has been invented. The Playground has been on YouTube, and the hosts are the so-called YouTubers like Carrie Minati, Harsh Beniwal, Ashish Chanchalani, and they have started it. The hosts are there, our Indian players, and the candidates who are gone there, they have skilled game, they have the skills of game, so they are over there and they are playing and they are earning money. So in earlier times, we used to have reality shows like singing, dancing, but now we have reality shows like the Playground, which is on the Amazon TV, and you can easily have access to that. Thank you.
And I would like also
I want to say something that they all are saying that e-gaming is addictive. So don't you think that reels are addictive? Because I think reels are most addictive thing.
And one more thing, Prapti,
Apart
so like
from
every
addiction.
sector in our country needs the investment. So also this is also be needing much more investment. And like as government is taking steps, so I think like maybe in days like as government, our country is organizing the Playground game. So obviously with the small steps, we'll be taking the steps in the coming year. Then I think our country will also be organizing the games and these types of Olympics also in the coming year.
I would like to raise one of my questions, that one of my opponents said that we can connect to various other countries like Australia and England. So data shows that 89% of the youth Indians do not know the name of their neighbors or most of their relatives. So if we are connecting to other countries and we are not able to connect with our families, is that a good thing? Because as Major General Yashmor sir said, we should go in and out. We should know ourselves first, our family first, and then we can talk about various other things. So is it necessary to connect with other countries and ignore our family relations and other things?
I would
So
like to
yes,
say,
I think if they don't connect with their family
I'm ready
members,
to give
might
an
be
answer.
there a personal
Like
issue.
we
Might
can
just
take the
seem them
example of
toxic.
Ludo King here.
One by
Ludo
one.
King in the lockdown
Guys,
itself
one
was
by
the
one. Yes, Muskan, you can speak.
Yes. So as Rahul Singh
like
said
I'm
that
ready to give
like
a
people are
full
not
answer.
talking to their relatives. So might be there is a personal reason they don't like their relatives or they are toxic, something like that. We don't know now them.
Even I want to
like
add a
from where
point
did you
here.
get this research actually? Like might be their relation with their parents and relatives is very good. And if we're connecting internationally, it's a very good thing for our country internationally. Sir also like said that international relation firstly in and then out. If our relation inside are better, then it is like very good step to connect with the internationally with the people.
I would like to add one more point. When we connect to people of different country, we will exchange our thoughts, we will exchange our ideas. Even we can change our cultural things by talking to them. Even while playing game, we just exchange things. So it is good. We'll know their culture, we'll know their language, we'll know their dialect. So it is good for us to know other countries because world is changing. We are connecting closer. So it is good for us.
You have got only last 1 minute.
Yeah, even new issues, something new, bring out some new issues.
I want to take this discussion to a other aspect that what about the crimes committed by the highly addicted youth of our country? I recently heard a news that a child killed his mother because she was trying to stop him playing the games. Because these games make our youth very aggressive, very violent. So what about the crimes that are committed?
There are many
E-gaming is not a reason for the crime.
Muskan, 1 minute. Even in the normal conventional games, certain crimes happen. One boxer kill another boxer out of the ring. So you can't say that online gaming is the major issue of killing any other thing. Even you can see a case of Punjab boxers, they killed one another when they come out of the ring. This type of incidents happen. So you can't just blame online gaming for killing of parents or any other friends. We can set up several rules.
Only one case can
one more point.
The whole sector, whole online gaming.
I have a one point, like for your opponent.
Let
I have one
Tripti
point,
speak.
like one of your opponents say one thing. Okay, one of your opponents say one thing. We can learn driving from the mobile phone. It is something the issue that I've raised about practical thinking. Are you practical that you learn driving from your phone and then you are driving car at the highway road? You can't be. This is not something that is practical. And second, about teamwork, like one of your team members said, we learn teamwork from the mobile games. The teamwork is just about team up with some people in order to kill the other team. But teamwork and leadership means something else in our context. It's not about something that we team up together and then try to kill the other team.
So first of all, I want to conclude that when I said about my driving experience, so I learned I have not said that I learned the whole car driving. I learned the steering wheel because you never know that where the four of the wheels of the car going. So I got a whole idea of how the steering works, that at what angle you rotate the steering, so that in reality the car will move. And I practiced it because I knew about the gear and the brakes already, and because of that game I knew the basics, and it just reduced my time. It reduced my time and it saved a lot of my time. And the secondly, that you asked for the teamwork. So here also we are having a debate online. So it's also just like, because games are also like online, and this debate is also getting online. So I cannot say that my team members were not as much kind of coordinated with me. We were all worked as a team, and this is the result of this.
My question is not about teamwork. Question is about
Time up. Now we will give chance to team number 2 to ask the questions and solve the doubts. Okay. Team number 2, you can start.
I have one question for my dear opponent. One of them mentioned that we're not able to differentiate between virtual and the real thing. So our country is like moving towards the artificial intelligence also. I think that why don't we ban the artificial intelligence also? And one more question is mentioned by one of the members of the other team, that is only 1% is coming to our country. Only 1%. Should we like also remove by banning? So the 1% that is coming, it can be developed also in the like coming years. So why we can completely ban? Why there's a word that ban, completely ban?
I would
That's very first question. You can answer second one. The very first question is about differentiating between real and virtual. In this context, I meant about the adventurous thing, that like if we've seen a Call of Duty, and there is recently a case in Tamil Nadu in which the person tried to jump from the wall. I was meaning, my context was about the adventurous thing, not about the artificial intelligence. For sure, artificial intelligence will help us in order to develop other qualities like Internet of Things. It will help us in other aspects also, but my context there is only restricted to the marvelous, pompous things and about the adventurous things. Bridget, you can go for the second one.
Okay, so the second question that you have
1
asked
minute.
for banning the whole. Yes.
It's 1 minute. Those who are having questions, they can raise their hand. I will call them one by one, okay? So that there is not much hustle and bustle over there. Those who are having the question from team 2, raise your hands.
So as you have said about the banning of the online games, so this debate is about banning those games which are very harmful. There are many games, e-games, that are educational purpose. They are not at all harmful. As you know, many games for now I didn't remember, but there are many educational games also. But the games like Blue Whale, the biggest example, the people have done suicides. That is why they have been banned. So that is that's our point for banning those games which are very harmful for the youth.
I would like to give another point in this direction. Like I said, 1% in this context, like all are saying that gaming industry can be a good sector for the employment. But I give 1% stake with the context that if it is only 1%, how can we look a future in this direction? We need to first clarify this issue. Like if we have only 1% and all the students are playing in this direction, they are just playing it, and this playing make them addicted to it. They do not give any kind of employment to them. They are just playing it for their fun, and in their fun, they become addicted to it instead of having employment from this fun.
And one more point which I want to add: in gaming industry, you will get only earning just by winning the match. If you are just playing, you will not earn like cricket. If you play to the state level, to the Ranji level, this is not a very organized manner till now. If it will be in the future, it will good, but as of now, it is not a good source of income as a family, as a youth.
Okay, next question, Kanish.
As they had mentioned that it is only 1%. So everything starts from 0, 1, then it will go at 90, 40, 40, 50, 60, 90. Then even cricket in its earlier phase, the person who played cricket, they are professional, and some are there, they play for their enjoyment purpose. Then the person who play for their enjoyment purpose, they doesn't get paid. On some of the people who played for the professional purpose, they get paid. So it depends ki kitna wo development ho raha hai. And my question is ki you all had said ki we need to ban the game. So I had said ki I want to say ki this e-gaming is another domain through which we can represent our country. If you will ban this one thing, so कल को अगर ओलंपिक्स में इसको वैलिडिटी मिल जाती है, तो हाउ विल यू, मतलब एक ही बार में हम कैसे कोप अप कर लेंगे दूसरे कंट्रीज को? दूसरे डेवलप्ड कंट्री जैसे चाइना हो गए, रशिया हो गए, उन्होंने ई स्पोर्ट्स को पहले ही रिकॉग्नाइज कर लिया इन 2001 एंड 2003. चाइना 2003, रशिया 2001. सो हम तो पीछे हो जाएंगे. सो जो 1% की वजह से जो हमारा प्लस पॉइंट है, उसमें भी हम बैक कर जाएंगे बैनिंग की वजह से. तो हाउ कैन वी बैन?
आई वुड लाइक टू आंसर दिस क्वेश्चन. तो जैसे कि मैं कह रहा था कि ओलंपिक जब पहली बार आया था 1894 में, तो वो फिजिकल एक्टिविटीज ये सारी चीजें टेस्ट करने के लिए आया था. एंड देन ओवरऑल हमारी 20th सेंचुरी में उसे इम्प्रूव किया गया. बट मेजरली उसका फोकस रहा है कि हम अपनी फिजिकल एक्टिविटीज को इम्प्रूव करें और एक कंट्री अपनी फिजिकल एक्टिविटीज को रिप्रेजेंट करे ऑन द वर्ल्ड नेशन. तो अगर हम उसमें ई गेमिंग ला रहे हैं, तो वो एक अच्छा एडिशन है. हमारा ये कहना नहीं है कि ई गेमिंग को पूरी तरह से बैन कर दिया जाए, बिकॉज हर चीज के दो पहलू होते हैं, जैसे एक सिक्के के दो पहलू होते हैं. तो हमारा कहना है कि जो बुरा पहलू है, जिसके कारण से शायद से जो अच्छा पहलू है उसे मैला किया जा सकता है, उस पहलू को हम हटा दें. जैसे रशिया ने 2001 एंड जैसे आपने कहा 2003 में दूसरे कंट्रीज ने लेकर आया, हमें भी लेकर आना चाहिए, क्योंकि एवरीथिंग हैज अ गुड पॉइंट. एंड अगर इंडिया की इससे डेवलपमेंट होती है तो वी शुड डू इट, बट इन अ फेज्ड मैनर. हमें ऐसा करना चाहिए कि हमारे पास एक सेटअप है जिसके थ्रू हम गाइडलाइंस निकालते हैं, जिसके थ्रू हम इसे चैनलाइज कर सकते हैं अच्छे डायरेक्शन में, एंड मेक श्योर जो इसकी अच्छी चीजें हैं वो हमारे सोसाइटी में जाए, एंड जो चीजें अच्छी नहीं है सोसाइटी के लिए उसको हम फिल्टर कर सकें और उसे हम बैन कर सकें. ये हमारा कहना है.
Yeah, I would like to add one point. Like we said, we try to reconfigure. हमें ban नहीं करवाना है, हमें regulate करवाना है. अभी तो हम 1% पे, at 1%, if we can reconfigure this issues that we have raised, like mental issues, obesity, if we can address these issues at 1%, then if the time we reach to the 95%, our country could be the largest country and the world best country in this direction. We have the time right now. We can regulate this direction with the issues that we are faced with.
Okay, next will be Mahak.
I have one more question.
Wow.
Kanish, you can come back later.
Okay, no issue.
Question with the Lining.
Like one of the opponents said, we do not read the newspaper. So I would like to ask, like there are some of the recent developments. This recent one, in October 2022, when Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology has been appointed as a nodal agency. So why they appointed? A government is also appointing and like coming up with the know your customer norm. So they are also seeing there is a growth in the online gaming sector. So like and also one of the member has mentioned there are many criminals. So do you believe that like these YouTubers Kerry Minati and Harsh Beniwal, they all are the criminals? And in our country there's a crime because of other things also, so it is also not controllable. So I have never heard like there's a more and more crime in the gaming sector. Crime is also because of the other things. So like how would you like to defend this point?
I would like to answer this question. You have taken my sentence in a very wrong manner. Sorry to say. By saying you don't read, I said it in a sarcastic manner because so my मेरे कहने का मतलब ये था कि as you read every day in the newspaper that the children's of age of 10 and 15 spend lakhs, thousands and lakhs of money to buy those weapons जो weapon होते हैं games में like Free Fire और PUBG, वो हजारों लाखों पैसे खर्च कर देते हैं without the knowledge of their parents. In this manner, I want to say that thing first. The second point is crime. As you know that why the PUBG was banned, why the Free Fire was banned, because of the spying purpose. I am not saying that Criminality or the other gamers are criminals, but as you know, the games can be also used as a spying purpose. If while playing, my camera is on and someone is behind me, someone is walking behind me or anything, so उसकी आइडेंटिटी, उसकी फोटो जो है उसकी लीक हो सकती है. मेरी कोई भी मैं चैटिंग, जब हम गेम खेलते हैं ऑनलाइन गेम, तो उस पर चैटिंग का ऑप्शन होता है. अगर कोई किसी ने उस पर लिंक भेजा और मैंने उस पर क्लिक किया है, तो हो सकता है कि मेरे जो बैंक अकाउंट है उसकी डिटेल चले जाए, हो सकता है मेरी पर्सनल इन्फॉर्मेशन चले जाए, हो सकता है मेरे कंप्यूटर की इन्फॉर्मेशन चले जाए. इन दोज मैनर्स द क्राइम it must be regulated as the Tripti has said. We must regulate them. I am not saying that the total ban must be done.
That's why government is setting this organization like AVGC, and like nodal agency has also been like established. So I think this will be regulated in the coming time. Like everything has flows. So like we can't. We will be regulating this sector.
I agree with you. Like you said, the government has appointed nodal agencies, but that at the same time, government has also accepted the negative side of it. Like government has some of the games which promoted the aggressive like PUBG, BGMI, because of the aggressive nature. At the same time, government is promoting this industry in a positive way, but at the same time, they are also accepting its negative side also, and they configure it.
But for the professional gamers, this sector can be very helpful, I think. For the professional.
Okay, to add one more point to this, not everyone is a criminal, but we are trying to make sure that 1% criminals who are coming up from this e-games are getting filtered away. So that is our thing. We should ban those criminals and try to make sure that those criminals do not come up.
Yeah, that can be regulated.
So that is a point.
Now it will be the last question from team 2. It will be asked by Pulkesh, and keep it short and crisp. Okay, initiate within the time limit. You have got limit left. 1 minute left.
Like one simple question is there, that you are saying that by playing games, your eyesight is affected, you are becoming obese. But by studying 12 or 14 hours a day for preparing for JEE and NEET, your eyesight is also affected. Then studying should also be banned then.
See, I would like to say that कुछ भी चीज अगर आप ज्यादा खाते हो, अगर आपने ज्यादा खाना खा लिया तो भी आपको प्रॉब्लम हो सकती है, आपने कम खाना खाया तो भी आपको प्रॉब्लम सकती है. हमारा कहना है कि जो भी ई गेमिंग प्लेटफॉर्म है या एनीथिंग एल्स, इट शुड बी इन अ रेगुलेटेड मैनर. हम जब पढ़ाई करते हैं तो हमारा एक टाइम टेबल होना चाहिए. अगर हम ई गेमिंग कर रहे हैं तो उसका एक टाइम टेबल होना चाहिए, उसका एक तरीका होना चाहिए, उसकी एक गाइडलाइन होनी चाहिए. तो उसके लिए हमारे को रेगुलेटिंग बॉडीज चाहिए, सो दैट वी कैन रेगुलेट दिस थिंग्स एंड मेक श्योर कि इसका अच्छा बेनिफिट हमारी सोसाइटी में.
Plus,
और मैं कुछ ऐड करना चाहूंगा.
The topic is not for regulating, the topic is for the banning the game. I think we should stick
Let
to the topic.
Pulkit give the answer for this one. Pulkit?
Pulkit will be the last one. Okay, finish it, guys. Fast.
तो इसमें क्या होता है कि दो चीजें होती है. अपन जब भी कोई खेल रहे हैं या कोई ई गेम कर रहे हैं, तो क्या अपन क्या कंटेंट कंज्यूम कर रहे हैं और क्या टाइमिंग है अपनी, है ना. तो कंटेंट जो ये गेम्स होते हैं वो बहुत वायलेंट है और अपन को ये बना रहे हैं, लेकिन हर चीज की बुरी होती है, जैसे कहते हैं ना. तो आप ज्यादा पढ़ोगे या ज्यादा खाओगे भी तो भी बुरा है. तो बस वही टाइम 8 घंटे गेमिंग कर रहे हो तो आप जरूर है कि आप मोटा हो जाओगे, आपकी आईसाइट वीक होगी, आपकी बैक प्रॉब्लम्स हो सकती है। तो बस मैं ये कहना चाहूंगा।
Okay, that's over, guys. It was a very helpful conversation over here, a very nice discussion among you, and I hope that most of the doubts were clear from the audience also. So let's now finish this event with last two reserve speakers of the day. I would like to call upon Pradeep first, who will be speaking for the motion from team 1. Pradeep, you have got only 1 minute. Okay, conclude it. Conclude the points of your team within a minute.
Hello everyone. As my team has supported that we should ban e-gaming because it has impacted in a way in a society. Nowadays, what happened that e-games are playing us. We are not playing e-games because the kind of waste of time, aggressiveness, gambling, theft, these things are increasing in the society just because of e-games. Because people are not getting into the physical field. They are playing all the games on the gaming field. Just because of this, we are having kind of aggression. Mind support is not there. The focusing things we are not available on that much. With this point, I would like to conclude that for the bright future of the youth, these games should be banned. Thank you.
And now from the team 2, I would like to invite Anu for conclusion behalf of his team.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Awad, for giving me this chance. And I would like to say that e-gaming has gained quick popularity among both the kids and children in our society. And e-gaming shares many of the same benefits of traditional athletics, such as sportsmanship, leadership, teamwork, communication, etc. These games can help people to strategize better and solve problems with ease. Most games are focused on building a strategy that can help the player to build to survive or pass levels in the game. They can't just jump in and win, but rather the players develop a sense of what they should do in order to win the game. So, through my opinion, at last, I would just like to conclude that even thinking of banning these games is a total waste of time. So, we should just drop this thought.
Thank you for the conclusion, guys.
Yeah.
And thank
What
you
we
for
can do now, Awad, you can ask from the audience if somebody has some, a different view. We have, we called the audience also. Anyone who wishes to speak for 30 seconds or so, they can raise their hands and you can call them based on your judgment. Just give chance to
Sir,
2, 3 of them.
Question.
2, 3 of them.
Anyone from the audience who is having any type of information or any different view about this topic, please raise your hand. Anyone, if you also are curious enough to ask any question, you can also ask a question. Okay, we have got one. Anu. Yes.
Sir, sir, everyone, I would like to put a question which is in my mind. And the question which I have is some of my opponents said that a child killed his own mother for playing game as she was not allowing him or her. But if we look at it on the other aspect, is playing the game the only reason as to why he killed his mother? No, that can't be true. It also how that child is groomed in his own family and by his parents. So, do my opponents think that just by playing the game and the parent did not allow, and that is why he killed him or her? If he would have been treated educated well or man, he would have taught well how to behave with his family, how he should respond to his elders. This case wouldn't have been such a horrifying one.
I would like to answer.
Okay, I would like to answer this. Hello, am I audible?
Okay, who is there?
Pulkit, sir.
Okay.
Pulkit, yeah, answer it within a short time.
हाँ मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि सिर्फ उस गेम के चलते ही उसने अपनी मदर को किल किया होगा। हाँ, उसके ग्रूमिंग में भी रहे होंगे, लेकिन एक गेम का भी बहुत बड़ा हाथ था, क्योंकि जब भी हम बचपन में होते थे कि जब भी हमें पेरेंट्स किसी चीज को करने से मना करते थे, हमें, क्योंकि एक चाइल्ड नेचर होता है कि हम वो ही चीज करना चाहते हैं। तो बस ये गेम ये ऐसे ही, ई गेम्स ऐसे ही है कि बहुत ज्यादा हाईली एडिक्टिव है। वो इतना एडिक्टिव हो गया था कि जब उसकी मदर ने मना किया तो उसने बाय रिस्पॉन्स ऐसा कुछ कर दिया होगा कि मदर की डेथ हो जाती।
But even Pulkit, you yourself said that anything which goes beyond its limit is harmful. So if he wouldn't have gone to this extent of playing the games, if his parents would have stopped him from like playing this game for hours and like spending so much time on this game, that would have like not given him this addiction of playing that game.
See, in my opinion, killing someone is not the answer to anything. And whatever may be the matter, he should or she shouldn't have killed the mother. And the other thing is that the sports are, esports is a thing that is addictive in nature. And maybe it is one of the major reasons why he killed his mother. And no mother or father or any other parent will teach their children bad things. They will teach them right things, because all mothers and fathers want their children to do well in life. So that is our viewpoint on this.
Now
We
let's
just try
move
to
to the
remove the level of addiction.
second person. I would like to ask Sagar. Sagar, you can share your views regarding the topic.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible. There's some network problem, I think so, Sagar.
Is it a network issue? I'm unable to hear.
Yeah, he is having some network issue. Let's move on to Pradeep.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are audible.
As my team was talking about, there is another issue. The issue with the e-gaming is that why people start playing e-gaming just for the fun. But what happens just when they start playing e-gaming, there's a dopamine factor, and when they start getting it, they get addiction. So dopamine receptor gets into that level. They need that value only. So why? So brain is like, ye dil mange more. Why to settle for less? So that in that activism, what just happened? They start doing many things which they are not in their hands, just because of they need money, they need to have all those gaming appliances and all those things. And after that, it becomes plain and pleasure response. Our brain works on the plain pleasure response. While sitting on the sofa, we are playing games, we are not exerting any pain, just because of what happens. Every other thing which are important things, cultural values, to talk to parents and all those things, it becomes irreversible. उनका कोई मतलब ही नहीं है, जो उनके लिए क्या है, just game खेलना है, game जरूरी है, game जरूरी. So they are, that kind of societal touch is missing somewhere from those gamers. That societal life, that value, friends, they are just missed from their life. They are nothing in that way.
Okay, considering your point, now I would like to call upon Major General Yash sir for his views on this topic and about today's performance.
Yeah, thank you very much, Awadh. Firstly, I wish to compliment you for a very well organized event. Not only now on live, this will teach you, for you also, it's a great training. The way you were, you did it very nice, but it was the work you did earlier, behind the scenes, you and your team, almost 30 to 40 responses. And I totally left it to, I didn't even see, I left it to you all. But my only criteria was try to get a mix of boys and girls in the team. So you and your team deserve all the accolades. Then the team captains also deserve a lot of accolades, because to do this online, virtually, किसी का exam है, किसी का सुबह morning BOAC की class थी, and still manage to have very coherent points. I think everyone deserves a big round of applause, and I'm very happy with this experiment. इसीलिए सिर्फ हमने ये खोला था YMA के students के लिए, and I'm going to have this. I'm very encouraged with this. We'll have it more often now. This kind of events. Few issues which you could have touched upon, which missed out you all, is firstly use of simulators, esports, and industry, the negative sides we are aware: sleep deprivation, rewiring of mind, and not concentrating on physical fitness and all that. That is one part, but it is generating a lot into the economy, and it generates a lot of jobs. There are a lot of people. Can you imagine top cricket players in the country are every day on TV wanting you to play some game, which are more addictive, where you don't achieve anything. But so it's a mixed bag, but technology is something which can't be banned. When OTT platforms came, people said ban karo, censor karo. And when the movies came initially, when we were young, going to a movie was looked down upon. Reading a book was looked down upon. Book, novel padra, fiction padra. So things have changed. It's your interest, people. If you can make money out of it and still maintain a semblance of balance in your life, then it is very good. And governments are always lazy and behind the curve when technology comes. It's not easy for governments to start regulating. We have not been able to regulate cryptocurrency. They've been here for now 10 years. We don't have a data protection bill. You are aware what issues are there. Cyber security is a huge issue. We don't know. So this is all connected, and it does connect the world. That point was also well brought out. But few issues that in a debater, as a debater, now I will tell you 3M. Ye note karke rakhna, 3 M's of debating. ठीक है? Firstly, matter, method, and mannerism. Once again, matter, method, and mannerism. So matter ke andar the quality. And as a team, you couldn't be repeating. I found one of the teams, they kept talking of almost everyone, diabetes, sleep deprivation. If one person has said this, the second person must come out with something else. Okay, there's so much. So matter is very important. And when even if the bell goes, a good debater will say to the chair or the president, because Awadh was doing the role of the president of the house. He says, Mr. President, just 30 seconds more. Because if I don't say this, the message will not go. Dabna nahi hai. Or conclude zarur karna hai. Ye bell is warning. It is not that somebody will, a good debater, you've seen in parliament, they say, Mr. Speaker, no. 1 more minute. You can't deny this to me. I have something more to say. So, use that. And when you start off, you must say, what are it's like a lecturate. Actually, it was a good practice for lecturing. These are the 2 issues I will touch upon. Or 3 issues, not more than that. So, kai log aap log ghum rahe the, confused the. You can do that. So, matter is very important. Method, the way you show your tone, your, isme gestures are very important. Gestures, you must see Mohua Mitra when she comes on the parliament. There are some very good debaters in the parliament, but she comes out as one fairy debater, See her body language, the way it is prepared, So, thoda sa debate ke andar ya discussion ke andar, bit of passion must be brought in. Bit of passion. You can't be stone-faced and have a debate. ठीक है? तो थोड़ा सा इमोशन लाना बहुत जरूरी है. तुम्हें फील करना है कि यार ये मैं जो बोल रहा हूँ सर ये सही है. ठीक है? तो ये ग्रुप डिस्कशन में भी काम आता है, लेक्चरेट में भी काम आता है, ये आईओ के साथ इंटरव्यू में भी काम आता है. That emotional part must be there in a debater. You see some good YouTubers and all, that emotional part is always there. And method ho gaya, and manner is what I was telling you. You must use hand gestures. Here you are but in actual you will be standing behind a rostrum or holding the mic. Here you are much easier, your comfort of your home. So you can use your hand gestures little bit and body language, whatever you can do. So remember this, matter, method, and manner is very important. And do good research, note down your points, rehearse. We gave you almost 1 night to do. In some of the debating formats, you will just get 2 hours or 1 hour. So I'm happy, very happy with the experiment. Now I'll ask Seema ma'am to give her, concluding remarks. Seema, thank you for attending this. And you are a teacher. मैं तो नया teacher बना हूँ. तुम तो बहुत सालों से teacher हो.
नहीं sir. It's a pleasure actually. And once again, kudos to Awadh, like how naturally he's executed the whole thing. The participants were commendable, and like Sir said, that these 3 M's will get you through. Okay, just have them in mind. And also, Abhi, you got time to prepare. It could be an extempore. We could just give you a topic and ask you to speak. But definitely, I think we should be doing this more often, because this turned out to be a huge success. So, following, we'll definitely try to do this more often, even as a part of our BOCC batches. We can, inculcate this into that also. And otherwise, I think all the participants were very good. Just a very thin line of difference here and there. One thing I noticed, that 2 or 3 of the students wished good evening. So that presence is required. It could have been scheduled for the evening, but we were doing it in the afternoon. So the correct wish has to come out. And otherwise, more or less, you were all very good. Thoda bahut idhar udhar to up and down is okay, because that is what the learning is. I'm sure with practice you'll get better, and maybe in times to come we'll do another one of them where you all would be doing better than what you did, but well researched, well thought of, and very well executed. And thank you so much, sir, that I got a chance to listen to all their views.
Seema, thank you very much. We got some kind of a result. Actually, firstly, I would like to highlight all those who have done very well. At least that I should say the top five I will announce, and top five may I will say Aman. Aman can come on the screen. You can raise your hand so that we get you. We can
Yes, sir.
pin
Thank
you.
you, sir.
Where is Aman?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good young man. Aman was very good. Then Mehak was very good. Mehak was very good. Where is Mehak? Mehak, I can't see her. Okay, Mehak is here. Yeah, Mehak was very good. Prerit was very good. Prerit. Yeah, he was, I think, one of the first to in the middle. He came in the middle. Both the captains did well. Both the captains, because I purposely appointed captains because I wanted that team spirit and that to come. So we can change the format next time. But both the captains, I would like to, Rahul and Kanishk, you are passionate, and you were able to galvanize your forces very well. Then another person I would like to recommend is baby of the course is Anushka Raj. Anushka kahan hai? She's the youngest in the BOAC course. She's just in 11th standard. She's just in 11th standard. And you look at her confidence. You look at her confidence.
Thank
You know,
sir.
हाँ, ये अभी तुम इसका नाम सुनोगे आगे. ठीक है? This is just the beginning. Then I would say who else segment कोई miss तो नहीं हो गया? Yeah. So rest everyone. Yeah, even Tripti, Muskan, Pulkit, Pulkesh, Aman to hai, and Kanishk. So all of you, I think all of you did very well, and very difficult for me to actually now say who is the winner is. So I think all of you are winners. All of you are winners, and all of you did well. All of you did well. So once again, Prerit, Pulkit, Muskan, Tripti, Mehak, Pulkesh, Rahul, Aman, Anushka, and Kanishk. All of you did well. So please send a feedback in the group about your experience, and those who are watching this. Those who are watching this, your experience. And from my side, once we actually finally give this thing, I'll try and send you something which will be memorable for the top three. But all of you did very well. It's a good idea. ऐसे हम और डिबेट करते रहेंगे आगे भी, ठीक है? And नए topics we can have, and in class also we can encourage this in the BOCC and BOAC. And I'll continue with the YMA team initially, so that since you all have done the course, नहीं तो बाहर वाले बच्चे आ जाएंगे. It'll be very difficult to just shortlist. But this is a good experiment. So once again, thank you very much, Awadh and your team who are working behind the scene. Thank you very much, Seema Kapoor ma'am, and to the two captains, Rahul and Kanish. Well done. and to everyone else, thank you very much. I think it was my dream plan, this kind of a thing, and it has succeeded. So I'm very happy to see you all on Sunday. So maybe it can be a Sunday event. Maybe it can be a Sunday event. Every Sunday we can meet like this and organize debates, declamations, elocutions, and things like that. Okay? So YMA team rocks. So all of you come, put on your cameras. Let's take a group picture. All of you in the gallery, just put on your cameras. Who will take a good picture and put it in the group?
I'll take, sir.
Yeah. Put it in the so this was very good. Very good. जिन्होंने participate नहीं किया, they must be thinking, काश मैंने भी अपना audition भेज दिया होता, है ना? But we'll have this more regularly. Chalo, thank you very much. Well done, exceedingly well done.
Sir, we have an AMA session today, right? Today evening.
Yeah, you'll have an AMA session. You'll have an AMA session. उसमें और बात होगी आज. ठीक है. You
this is
remember
a
okay.
a
Bye
new
bye.
kind of.
Bye,
Yeah.
sir.
Bye, sir. Jai Hind, sir.
Please send your feedback. Please send your feedback.
Yes, sir, definitely.
Okay,
in
sir.
Telegram
Definitely.
or wherever you can write. Send your feedback. ठीक है. Bye bye. Thank you,
Okay,
Seema,
sir.
once
Bye,
again.
sir.
Thank you
Bye,
very
sir.
much.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
ma'am.
Bye, sir.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you, guys. Bye bye.